So I have another two-part story here of other good cops doing good things.
Let me guess, they were playing basketball with the local young black Schwarzes.
Isn't that crazy when that happens? That always happens on the same day throughout the country.
It's so funny, man. It's the same picture in some towns.
So here's some cops who were, holding up. They arrested the Dallas salon owner. Remember, we covered her on the show. They arrested her, Dallas salon owner, sentenced to a week in jail for reopening her business. And let me tell you why she was arrested. She refused to apologize. We mentioned it briefly because it happened towards the end of the show, but now I'll get a little more into it. There's a follow-up, too. A Dallas salon owner was sentenced to 7 days behind bars in order to cough up $7,000 in fines for reopening her business in defiance of Governor Greg Abbott's stay-at-home order. Dallas Judge Eric Moye said Tuesday, Salon À la Mode owner Shelley Luther continued to operate her hair salon in violation of the governor's order and in violation of the cease-and-desist letter from the Dallas County Judge Clay Jenkins, which she publicly ripped up last week. Good for her.
Yeah, I got to give it to this broad because she does not... She looks like the kind of chick that would go, I don't give a fuck, throw me in jail. And the minute they put cuffs on her, she'd start crying.
Quite the opposite.
But this bitch has been like, no, come on, nigga, let's go.
Let's do it.
Come on, I'll open the car door myself. Let's go. I love this woman.
In the county where she's at, there is only maybe a couple deaths from COVID, and they are of people over 80. In the prison that she's going to, there's 27 cases of COVID. So she's actually now being put in a worse situation. Just so you know, you want irony out there? There it is. Mrs. Luther, who has gained a sizable following of, and of course, this is my favorite part, conservative activist, for reopening her doors on April 24th, is being fined $500 for every day she's kept opening her business. That is until Friday, when Mr. Abbott said all salons can reopen for business. On Tuesday, Judge Moye found Miss Luther in contempt of court, but he gave her an opportunity. Listen to this. This part was the part that enraged me. He gave her an opportunity to apologize in lieu of jail time, asking her to acknowledge that her actions were selfish and that she put her own interest ahead of the community. Miss Luther refused. She could have gotten, all she had to say, balls. All she had to say was, I'm sorry.
And she respectfully told him to get fucked, which is why I love her. This woman's great.
She said, I have much respect for this court and the laws. I have never been in this position before, and it's not some place that I want to be, she responded to the CBS DFW report. But I have to disagree with you, sir. She's talking to the judge. When you say that I'm selfish because of feeding my kids is not selfish. I have hairstylists that are literally going hungry because they'd rather feed their kids. So, sir, if you think the law is more important than kids getting fed, then please go ahead with your decision. I'm not going to shut down the salon.
God, she's great.
Fucking more balls than most people. Miss Luther was taken into custody by Heroes. Miss Luther was taken into custody immediately after the hearing and booked into a Dallas County jail, which has, Mike, I'm really sorry. Remember, I apologize. I gave false information. Remember when I said it at 28 cases?
I knew that sounded like a crazy number.
Yeah. 240 cases. I said the wrong number.
Oh, fuck, man. I don't even mean to laugh because I don't want this woman to get sick, but God damn it, that's hilarious.
240 inmates test positive for the coronavirus, according to statistics released Tuesday by the Dallas Morning News. Miss Luther's attorney, Warren Norrid, vowed to appeal Tuesday's decision. On Wednesday afternoon, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton announced he had sent a letter to Judge Moye.
I always get him confused with Ken Pullman.
Different person. So, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton calls for immediate release of jailed Dallas salon owner Shelley Luther. Texas General Ken Patton has called for the immediate release of Dallas salon owner who was arrested and sent to jail for opening her business in defiance of Governor Greg Abbott's stay-at-home orders. Shelley Luther owns Salon À la Mode, was sent to 7 days in jail. So Paxton said he believes the judge is abusing his authority and that arrest seems like a political stunt. So he accused the judge of a political stunt, which really what it is. This is what the letter says. I find it outrageous and out of touch that during a national pandemic, a judge in a county that actually released hardened criminals. That's correct. This county released low-level criminals into the street, hardened criminals, for fear of contracting COVID-19. They would jail a mother for operating her hair salon in an attempt to put food on her family's table, said Attorney General Paxton. The trial judge did not need to lock up Shelley Luther. His order is a shameful abuse of judicial discretion, which seems like another political stunt in Dallas. She should be released immediately. Now, Abbott, Governor Abbott. Okay, so this is the governor of Texas. This is what he had to say in regards to this. Governor Abbott says, I join the Attorney General in disagreeing with the excessive action by the Dallas judge, putting Shelley Luther in jail for 7 days. As I've made it clear through prior pronouncements, jailing Texans for noncompliance with executive orders should always be a last available option. Fuck you, Abbott. Fuck you. Fuck you. Last available option? How about, what's the option then? Rip her building apart? Like, this is Governor Abbott knows the people that elected him are the people that are going in the salon. He knows that these are the people that elected. So now he's trying to play both sides. He continued, compliance with executive orders during this pandemic is important to ensure public safety. Mike, did you know that?
I did not know that.
Okay, because it doesn't.
Okay.
However,
we need these heroes to enforce that.
However, surely there's a less restrictive means to achieving that goal than jailing a Texas mother. Yeah, by letting her do whatever the fuck she wants. Now, full disclosure, she did start a GoFundMe. She has now raised $500,000 in her GoFundMe. $500,000 she's raised. Now, you say what you want. Okay, she's made money off of it. Good for her. I say in this situation, good for her. People are giving her money. Let people give her money. And she'll make more. If they continue doing this, she'll make more. Now, here's the thing you have to understand. How I could just kill a man. No, sorry. So, she was... No, Mike, wait. Come on. Don't let Mike. She was... listen. So, it's a good reference, though. So, look. Yeah, she was arrested yesterday, May 5th, right? For not shutting her salon down. What day do you think the stay-at-home order ends?
Monday.
May 8th.
So 2 more days.
So I guess, and if I'm understanding this correctly, the virus is going to know not to infect people 2 days from now.
Well,
today it's dangerous, though. Today, careful, boys. It's dangerous today.
Well, that's why we have hero cops.
Yeah.
Because if the virus violates the law, then the cops will shoot its family.
It sounds terrible.
Heroes.
It sounds terrible.
Heroes, right?
So, and I always hate, activist judges are the worst kind of judges, right? I always hate judges that do these little things like, you know, if they do something that's clearly not in their purview, like what this one did, if you apologize, like that's not the fucking rules, motherfucker. Like, you know, if I'm going to give you a sentence that fits the crime. And I'm like, no. Give me the fucking sentence that you're supposed to give me. I'd rather you give me that. I don't want these little, like, if you say you're super serial sorry, then guess what? No time in jail. Good for her. I'm glad she told him to fuck off. And you know what would be the funniest thing about this? I mean, I obviously don't want this to happen, but you know what would be one of the funniest outcomes of this? If being in that jail, she gets coronavirus, doesn't know it, goes back to the salon and gives people coronavirus because they arrested her. That would be the funniest outcome.
I don't know if that'd be funny, but it would be
a little funny.
Something.
It's kind of funny. So there's some more. There's the police looking after you. And Governor Abbott, you can't side with him because if you made this law, right, and the violation of this law is for you to go to jail, then you should go to jail. You can't now go, well, I think they were excessive.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I mean, just because I wrote on a piece of paper, if you leave your house, I'm going to put you in jail, and then these cops start putting people in jail. What the fuck were they thinking?
Yeah, it to me is just
when I said
hilarious.
Throw these people in jail, I didn't mean actually throw them in jail.